today's video, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows, and I'm going to do that off camera. I go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color called Pure Beige, and I'm going to clean up around my eyebrows, and I'm also going to use this and prime my eyelids for the eyeshadow. So you guys, I know most of you are kind of like was wondering if I'm ever going to be back on this channel. So if you guys do follow me on my joint channel with my fiance, you would know that I was extremely busy with Vlogmas from last year, December, and I've literally had no time filming like any makeup tutorials for my personal channel. So it has been so hectic, like the whole of December, plus it was my birthday and we had family over and all of that, so I had like little to like no time at all just to even breathe. So I was basically doing all of the editing, and because Wesley works, and yeah, I was doing most of the editing. Like, he does help out, but it was becoming too hectic to like control 2 channels, so I just allowed my channel to like take a break for a second whilst I filmed Vlogmas. And yeah, I was so happy with how Vlogmas turned out. Honestly, I know how difficult it is just to get up 1 video a week, so to film every single day for like 25 days, I was really proud of myself as well as Wesley. So if you haven't watched our Vlogmas, and the link will be down below if you guys have not subscribed to my second channel, which is called Wez&Fay. And yeah, just go check out more of my personal life is basically up on that channel. I honestly I really did miss filming for you guys. I also missed like getting back into the swing of things with like makeup and stuff. So now I am finally filming and I'm excited about it, guys. And I'm gonna go into my P35-4 palette from Meraki Cosmetics. So this is basically like a dupe of the Morphe palette. If you guys are looking for a more cheaper route, then definitely go and check out Meraki Cosmetics on Instagram and on Facebook, and yeah, you can get this palette here. And I'm going to apply this into the crease and above the crease. So I'm really wanting to focus the color above the crease so it really shows up even if your eye is open, and it's going to look so beautiful once it's blended into the second color that I'm going to apply. So definitely tilt your brush upwards so you know it's not going directly into the crease, it's going above the crease. So next up, I'm going into this purple shade right here, and I'm going to apply this into the crease and also blending it below the first color that I've applied. Now I'm going to go into the LA Girl Nudes palette, and these shades are very pretty, very shimmery. So now I'm going to be adding this dark, very dark, like a black looking shade. It's almost like, it's not really black, it's like a very dark purple that looks like black. Okay, so if you guys didn't see how I got to this point, I went in this dark shade right here and I just smoked that into the outer corners and blended it into the crease. And then I went back into that purple shade that I used before and I applied it at the top of the black. And make sure you blend very well. Okay, so I'm just adding a little bit more of that purple shade at the top of the dark shade, so everything blends out beautifully. And I'm going to go ahead and use the Elegant concealer to cut the crease. Now I'm not going to go ahead and set this concealer because I want shadows that I'm going to be applying to really pick up and stick to the eyeshadow. For the eyeshadow today, I'm going to be picking up this very pretty purple type of shade right here and on the eyelid, from the front of the eyelid to about halfway. Okay, it shows up a little bit lighter than I expected. It's a bit light. It looks almost like a pink. Perfect though, because I wanted to do a transition into a darker purple. So I have another darker shimmer shade that I have here. So I think I'm going to be blending it into a darker purple shimmer shade. I'm going to be going into this dark purple shade. I think it's a little bit darker than the one that I just applied, which is this one here. I don't know if you guys can see, but it is a little bit more on the purple side. I'm going to put it on the center of the eyelid. Oh, it's actually a beautiful purple. So I'm going to go in with the shade right here. I'm going to apply it right at the edge of that concealer so it blends out. This is just like a transition into that dark black. So the purple really brings everything together. So I'm not really swiping or really going in and blending out. I'm literally just tapping the color onto my brush, tapping the excess off, and then literally just tapping the shade onto the eyelid. So this way you don't really mess up the full eye look that you have just completed. Okay, so I'm going to add mascara and I'll come back to the eyes once I am complete with my face. Okay, so I'm going to be applying some lashes. I'm not sure where I got these lashes from. This is a 3D, handmade 3D eyelash. Okay guys, so heading on to the face, I'm going to be starting off by using my Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. This is by Maybelline, and I'm just going to apply that to any areas where I have large pores, which is my nose, my cheeks, just the high points of my cheeks, a little bit around my mouth. So guys, I've really been enjoying the beach recently. I think I've been to the beach a few times this past month and I am severely sunburned. So like my complete back, my hands, my face, everything is like completely sunburnt. So I'm using the Elegant foundation, the color called Tan, and this is the illuminating foundation. Okay, then I'm going to just use a kabuki brush and blend this into my skin. Okay guys, so I'm going to be using my Kryolan translucent powder. This is the color called TL4. It's basically a banana powder, and it works like a dream. Honestly, I've been using this recently and I love this powder. So I'm just going to dust this all over my face, not really big, but just set that foundation into place. So to bronze up my face, I'm using the Maybelline Matte Poreless powder in the color called Caramel. This is 350. So this is a very soft light brown type of shade, which I feel is perfect for contouring, or not even contouring, it's basically like bronzing up the face. And for my skin tone, I feel like it's the perfect shade to bronze up, because it doesn't look too dark. It's like the perfect mixture of like a warm brown. So I love using this just to bronze up my face. Next, I'm just going to draw 2 lines on either side of my nose with the same powder. And I'm going to draw a line across the tip of my nose. This is just so it shows off a more pointed nose and a more rounded nose. Filling it underneath so that my nose looks a bit shorter. I'm just going to go in with this blending brush and I'm just going to blend out those lines. So to highlight, I'm going to go back into this LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I'm not really doing a heavy highlight today. Just slowly highlighting, just very softly highlighting underneath my eyes, my forehead, the bridge of my nose. Basically just applying it in like an exclamation mark. Now I'm going to use a damp beauty blender and then just blend this into my skin. Okay, so I'm going to go back into this Kryolan TL4 powder, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply it onto my beauty blender and then just pack this underneath my eye, smile lines, and my forehead. There for a while. In the meantime, let's go ahead and use some blush. So for blush, I'm using the e.l.f. blush in the blush palette called Dark. And what am I feeling for today? Okay, so today I'm going to be going in with this shade right here. It has a little bit of sparkle in it as well, very pretty. Away the powder. So I'm applying this purple pink shade from my LA Girl nude palette, and I'm going to be applying it right here. And then over top that, I'm going to be using the LA Girl Strobe Powder in the color 50 Watt. And I'm just going to apply it on top of that purplish shade. So I'm going back into my Meraki palette, and for the inner corner I'm going to be using this shade right here, which is like a purple shade, and I'm going to be applying this to the inner corner. I'm so sorry guys, my camera literally just went off and I didn't know about it. So what I just went and did was apply, let me show you guys. So what I just did was apply this purple to the bottom lash line, and I just smoked it out. So lastly, I'm just going to be adding some natural hydrating conditioner, and I'm just going to be applying this to a toothbrush. Don't worry guys, this is a clean old toothbrush. So I'm just going to be applying this to the front of my baby hairs, and I love styling my baby hairs. I think it's so cute. So I'm just going to slowly bring it down. It's so easy to play around with your baby hairs. All you need is a proper like a conditioner that will keep it in place, and all you're going to do is just use your toothbrush just to comb the hairs, and then you can guide it with your finger. So I like to curl it down and then create like a semicircle, and then with my finger I just hold it into place and then like maneuver the hair afterward. It frames your face perfectly, and yeah, this is what I like to do if I am if I'm wearing a top knot. So tell me guys if you want to see a proper full-on tutorial on how to set your baby hairs and get it in this cute looking style. So yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and become a part of this family that we have going on here.